welcome to Headlines Now with me, Deepthi. Before we move to all the stories in detail, let's have a look at the top headlines. Jayalalitha promises an end to fuel crisis today as AIADMK cadres protest against the centre for a rollback in petrol price. CM Jayalalitha to campaign on June 7th in Pudukkottai for Karthik Tondaiman. Huge rush of people outside Eden Gardens for the KKR facilitation. Police resort to mild lathi charge after chaos. As Jagan Reddy applies for bail, TDP President Chandrababu Naidu hits out at Jagan Reddy, calls the case bigger than the 2G scam. In the controversy over a 32-year-old man claiming to be his son, NDTV finally gives his blood sample. Mumbai Sessions Court grants bail to all the 7 accused in the Adarsh case, asks for a surety of 5 lakh rupees each. News in detail. With the ongoing fuel crisis in Chennai heating up by the day, Chief Minister Jayalalitha has asserted that with the arrival of 67 kiloliters of petrol and diesel at Chennai port, the crisis in the city will come to an end tonight. The Chief Minister, who held a meeting at the Secretariat to chalk out ways to overcome the shortage of fuel, said that the city required 2,100 kiloliters of petrol and 2,500 kiloliters of diesel per day, and the immediate distribution of the fuel from the port would bring an end to the crisis. Ms. Jayalalitha said 3 coastal tankers carrying 67,000 kiloliters of petrol and diesel had reached Chennai port on Tuesday afternoon, and steps had been taken to distribute immediately the fuel to 72 bunks of Bharat Petroleum and other bunks of Indian Oil Corporation and Hindustan Petroleum. Meanwhile, the AIADMK staged a protest condemning the steep hike in petrol announced last week. Protests were staged across the state before the central government offices. The party had organized protests at 5 places in Chennai city. Key party functionaries, including Rajya Sabha MP Maitrayan, the party's organizing secretary Visalachi Nedunjarian, took part in a protest staged before BSNL city headquarters in KK Nagar. Slogans demanding a rollback were raised during the protests. In the protest at Anand Salai, the former finance minister and AIADMK organizing secretary C. Ponnayan presided over. Chennai Mayor Saida Dureswamy and many other AIADMK functionaries also took part.
The unheard of escalation of petroleum price in our country. The petroleum price has affected the poor to a very great extent. The common man is very badly affected. Already they are suffering a lot because of an economic crisis due to the spiraling price hike in the country.
This is too much. In one day they have raised the petrol price to 7 rupees 50 paise. That means it works out to 77 rupees 50 paise. This is too much for poor people. They cannot go in even bicycles or rickshaws because they will all raise their rent. So this is a very bad move by the central government. We don't agree to this and we will continue our agitation till they roll back the...
Moving on, Kolkata Knight Riders' grand victory celebrations turned murkier today when police lathi charged crowd outside the Eden Garden Stadium, where the West Bengal government facilitated the Indian Premier League winning team. The police were reportedly forced to resort to mild lathi charge on the crowd after some fans broke through the barricades when they were unable to enter the stadium. Earlier in the day, Kolkata accorded a warm reception to the victorious Kolkata Knight Riders team owned by Bollywood star Shah Rukh Khan, who beat Chennai Super Kings by 5 wickets in the final of the 5th season of the IPL. The supporters of the KKR team hailed them as they moved around in an open-top bus in the city with an aim to express their gratitude to their supporters. Indian cricketer and captain of the KKR team, Gautam Gambhir, along with other teammates like Lakshmipati Balaji and Lakshmi Ratan Shukla, expressed their happiness as the frenzied crowd cheered them. Large number of people from all walks of life participated in the victory procession.
দারুণ অগ্নিবাণেরে কিন্তু তা সত্ত্বেও আমাদের কলকাতাকে জয় করেছে, বাংলাকে জয় করেছে। বাংলার মাটি, সভ্যতার মাটি, সংস্কৃতির মাটি, খেলার মাটি, সোনার মাটি। আমরা প্লেয়ারদের নিয়ে যখন যাব, আমি আমাদের সৌমিত্র অরিন্দদের বলবো জমাটি গান করতে এবং তারপরে আমরা ওখানে চলে যাব। শিবাজি, যেগুলো আমি বলে দিয়েছি, প্লিজ টেক কেয়ার। যখন আমরা কেক কাটবো তখন নাইট রাইডারদের যে গান আছে, সং, সেই সংটা করবে, ঠিক আছে? সবাই মিলে গাইবেন।
The government is to file an appeal in the Supreme Court against the decision of the High Court of Andhra Pradesh quashing a 4.5% quota for minorities in the government organizations and institutions. Congress spokesperson Rashid Alvi, however, asserted that minority communities genuinely needed reservation. The Andhra Pradesh High Court quashed the Indian government's proposal to grant 4.5% subquota to minorities out of 27% reservation for OBC in government jobs and educational institutions. The proposal was announced by the Congress in December 2011 in what was widely seen as a ploy to garner votes in the February-March 2012 assembly elections in 5 states.
Government of India has already given a statement to file an appeal in the Supreme Court, and government will file an appeal. We have respect for the judgment of the court, but at the same time, minorities, they need such kind of reservation. I request all governments, all state governments, they should consider this problem. It is very serious problem. Our government in Delhi, Uttarakhand government, they have taken steps in this regard. And I think all state governments, they should follow it.
YSR Congress party leaders have decided to meet Chief Election Commissioner to represent injustice to their leader. Meanwhile, his mother and party honorary chief Y.S. Vijayamma has decided to start campaigning for the June 12th by-polls. Jagan's mother gave up her protest fast and seems to have taken over the reins of the party. Ahead of the elections in the 18 assembly segments and 1 Lok Sabha seat in Andhra Pradesh, Jagan Mohan Reddy will not be able to campaign as his judicial custody ends on 11th of June, a day before the crucial by-polls. Jagan's mother has also written to the Chief Election Commissioner to direct CBI to release her son in larger interest of democracy. In her letter, Vijayamma said CBI had arrested Jagan on May 27, just 15 days before the by-elections. This is a part of a larger conspiracy to deprive his participation in the elections. They have waited for 270 odd days. They can wait for another 15 days, particularly when there is no possibility whatsoever for tampering with evidence. Moving on, with the Pudukkottai by-polls fast approaching, sources in the AIADMK say that the party supremo and Chief Minister Jayalalitha will campaign for a day on the 7th of next month and seek support for her party candidate. The constituency is going on polls on the 12th of June and AIADMK is fielding Kartik Tondaiman as its candidate. It's clearly a two-cornered contest between the ruling party and the DMDK. Leader of the opposition, Vijay Kant, is campaigning from the 5th of June in the Pudukkottai constituency. Additional security has been provided to TN Governor K. Rosaya as intelligence reports have identified Maoist threats to him. Rosaya was instrumental in curbing many Naxalite activities during his tenure as the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. As the Central Intelligence suspects Maoist threats to the governor, he will now be brought under Special Command of Protection in addition to the Z+ category security already being provided to him. Following the intelligence reports, the state police has also planned to beef up the security in the events the governor takes part in. We'll move to a short break now. More news and updates on the other side. Stay with us.